I'm Aric, a little bit of a programming notes for this week's episode of Ready, Set, Flambé, Fun Sized. At the end of last week's episode, I said we were going to make some nice homemade sourdough bread, but unfortunately, after 2 failed attempts, and while our hectic shooting schedule, we're going to have to scrap this episode for the time being. Doesn't mean we're going to get rid of this episode altogether. We're going to actually find a little bit of kinks and work them out and then film it again either later on this season or bring it to you during Season 2. But for right now, we do have an all-new episode of Ready, Set, Flambé, so stay tuned, because that starts right here, right now. I'm Adiego, and welcome to this episode of Ready, Set, Flambé, Fun Sized. It's almost a Super Bowl, and that means if you're going to a party, you may need to feed a lot of people on the cheap. So today I'm going to show you how to make a really good bean dip that everyone will enjoy. For this, we're going to need a large can of refried beans, some guacamole, taco seasoning, salsa, sour cream, cheese, green onions, and corn tortillas to make some chips. Now to assemble the bean dip, what we want to do is open our large can of refried beans here and spread it evenly across the bottom of our bowl. Now that we have the beans spread out evenly across the bottom of the bowl, we're going to add our guacamole. Now that the guacamole is spread out evenly across the beans, what we're going to do is take our taco seasoning and mix it in with the sour cream and spread it on top of this. Now we have the taco seasoning and sour cream mixed together. We're going to pour on top of our guacamole here. Now we spread out the sour cream. The next layer we're going to add to it is our salsa. Next we're going to add our cheese. And finally, we're going to add our green onions. Additionally, you could add olives to this if you like, but since we don't really care for olives here on RSF, we're just going to leave them off. Now we're done assembling this. What we're going to do is put a little bit of saran wrap over the top of it and put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours so this will let the flavors melt together. While this is chilling out though, we're going to be starting our tortillas. We started preheating the deep fryer to 375 degrees as well as cut our tortillas into triangles. Since the deep fryer is now ready, we're going to throw in our first batch of tortilla chips. Okay, so our first batch of tortillas are in the fryer right now, and we're looking for a nice golden brown on the outside. Just note, if this is your first time using the oil, it won't get as dark as they normally would. Today we're recycling the oil from previous fries so they get a nice golden brown on the outside. So I just pulled the first batch of tortillas out of the fryer to let them drain for a little bit. As soon as we're done with it, we're going to flip them out onto our nice sheet with paper towels on it. While they're still warm, we want to sprinkle them with salt so they actually adheres to the chips. If you wait for them to cool off, they actually won't stick, and you'll just end up with plain tortilla chips. Now, if you're on a low sodium diet, that's perfect for you, but if you want a little bit more flavor, you want to make sure you have that nice kosher salt on the outside of it. So it's been a few hours and we've now pulled our bean dip from the refrigerator. I also put a few of our chips in small bowls. We're going to arrange it around the outside of this on the table. And basically, we're done. I mean, definitely good. For this recipe and all our previous recipes, check out our website at raisedupflambe.org. From there, you can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Join us next week as Josie will be making a delicious broccoli salad right here on Raised Up Flambé Fun Size.